Hello, I'm Paula Gardner and I'm a career psychologist and coach, and I'm also the founder of the Redundancy Recovery Hub. And I wanted to talk to you today a little bit about my own experience of redundancy and why that's made me so passionate about responsible redundancy. So I was made redundant a while ago now. It was when I was in my early 30s. And I just split up from my husband. I had 2 young children, and it was obviously a time of transition for me. Luckily, I had found a job that I adored. It was my dream job. I was working for an online wine retailer. It was during the dot-com boom, and it was an amazing job. I was content manager, so it was my job to write about wine, to interview wine producers, to talk to other wine writers, and to taste quite a bit of wine. I loved it. Until that day when I got called into the MD's office and told, "Thank you for your work, but we are making cuts and we're sorry, your job is one of them." Now, in those days, there wasn't much of a notice period, and there certainly wasn't a consultation period. It was very much, "Thank you, we'll write you a good reference," and off you go. And I'm not proud of how I reacted in the office. I burst into tears. And for weeks, months, if not years, the memory of that moment where I burst into tears and showed my vulnerability has stayed with me and made me cringe whenever I thought about it. Now, with all these years of experience and a little bit more kindness to myself, I can look back and see that woman who was juggling separation, 2 young children, a busy job, and now the redundancy blow, and feel compassion and sympathy and empathy for her. But at the time, it just made me cringe. I just did not feel that I had conducted myself with dignity. And that experience has made me passionate about encouraging and helping employers support their own employees through the redundancy period with dignity and compassion and kindness. Now, we all know that our economy is in a bit of a state, and at the moment redundancies are on the cards in many, many places. So I created the Redundancy Recovery Hub to help employers support their employees through this. It's a mixture of articles, first-person experiences, interviews with experts, and online coaching, and covers getting a job, getting back to work as soon as possible. Also looks at taking a step back, taking a pause and working out what it is that you might want to do next, as well as all the other things that could be impacted by your redundancy, things like your health and well-being, that's mental and physical, your relationships, and of course your money. So all these have been gathered together in the hub to provide a great outplacement resource. So it's perfect as an outplacement resource in itself, but also really useful as an addition to any outplacement that you may be putting together for your employees. And one thing that I wanted to leave you with is the fact that all those employees who are going out there and looking for new positions, one of the key things that will help them retain, or two of the key things that will help them get those positions, apart from any skills and experience that they might have, are confidence and a sense of self-worth. So treating your employees as fairly and kindly as possible, and giving them all the support that you can, will help them with that, will help them retain their confidence, their dignity, their feelings of self-worth. That's why I'm very passionate about the whole idea of responsible redundancy. If you're an employer who is making people redundant, and has taken steps to do more than just tick the boxes from a HR and legal point of view, then we'd love to hear from you. Please tell us about what you're doing. Use the hashtag responsible redundancy, and I'm really looking forward to hearing your stories. Meanwhile, please come and visit us over at the redundancyrecoveryhub.com, where you can book a personal tour with me, and I can take you around the inside of the hub and show you what's on there and how we might be able to help you and your employees through this difficult time. Thank you.